If there's one thing the riots have made clear, it is that there's a significant minority of young people in the capital who feel they have no real stake in society. In the wake of the disorder, the government has outlined plans for a new national citizens service to try and create a new generation of engaged young adults. But is this expensive scheme really the best way to win hearts and minds? We sent our reporter Richard Adams to find out.
Hashtag Riot. I didn't start it, but I'm involved. Yes, I'm involved.
Many people have long thought to bring back national service.
The riots, it's given the youth a really bad name. So if more people get opportunities like this, we can redeem ourselves.
It's a non-military programme that captures the spirit of national service.
I think that it's good for like certain people, but I don't think other, because you know everyone's different.
It takes 16-year-olds from different backgrounds and gets them to work together.
It's not up to the scheme, it's up to the teenagers themselves. If they want to sort themselves out, then they can.
I didn't start it, but I'm involved.
Following the London riots, many have contemplated how best to engage what they consider to be a disaffected generation. Beginning in the tranquil surroundings of Snowdonia, we're following one group of London teens as they embark on a rites of passage, which David Cameron believes could provide the solution. This group of 16-year-olds were some of the first to participate in pilot schemes launched during the summer.
Hello everybody, I just want to say a massively warm welcome to the challenge.
We're going to a camping trip in Wales for 5 days, a long walk. I'm not looking forward to that, not at all. 6-hour walk or something, they said.
The scheme is available to all teenagers from all backgrounds. It aims to provide a sense of purpose in the hope that it will create a generation of engaged citizens.
The nature of society these days is we're incredibly fragmented. Many of us don't even know our next door neighbours. But these young people are getting a chance to know not just the people who live around them and who might be the same age as them and from the same backgrounds, but people from completely different backgrounds and people from completely different age groups.
This guy's our main boy over here, but hopefully if I fall down the mountain, you're going to come all the way down and pick me up.
Yeah,
again.
of course, man, of course.
The scheme begins with a demanding 2-day trek. Helping to encourage teamwork, participants' physical and mental capabilities are put to the test.
Look at that. For ages.
I hate heights, but I'm defeating it slowly.
Same height. It's scary, man.
We've only known each other for like less than 24 hours, and yet we're starting to form like a family. Like David up there, the loudmouth.
According to the poll commissioned by Inside Out, 87% of those questioned believe some form of national service should be introduced. Of those who wanted it, more than half said it should be compulsory. Despite this, there are concerns about the programme that David Cameron has advocated.
Well, National Citizen Service is a snapshot. It's 3 weeks of activity followed by 30 hours of volunteering. And in itself, that's a good thing. And it would be an even better thing if it weren't for the fact that youth services were being demolished. So we've got a contradiction here. With the one hand, a programme that in itself is a good idea, and on the other, taking away things that were already working.
Sir, excuse me, stop a minute. Boy, you, stop.
One of the youth projects that has suffered is immediate theatre. For 16 years, they've brought theatre to council estates across the capital. Last year, they reached out to 16,000 young Londoners. The group are currently rehearsing for a performance in response to the London riots.
We were down by Main Street, and you tell the story, I'm really good. Oh, you should come in my yard, you should come in now.
We've had a series of traumatic cuts in the company recently. End of last March, we had 23 people, from 23 people down to 6. So then we've got young people who are hanging out, and have got nowhere safe and secure to hang out in. We were going to the estates where nothing was going on, and it's gone. We're in there for a couple of years, and then we've abandoned them.
One of the group's mentors is 21-year-old former gang member Jamal. His life has been transformed thanks to the project.
Being part of immediate theatre has made me feel like I've got responsibilities now, so I have to take good action, and it's gave me that step on the ladder where I can be constructive now within myself.
Everything's kind of falling into play. We're just trying to get everyone prepared, really.
There's a lot of youth clubs around here that's been closed down, so the youth around here ain't got a lot to do.
Back in Snowdonia, challenge group Reese are still struggling to cope with the demands of their trek.
She's a bit frightened at the moment.
Kendra, you all right?
She's a bit frightened.
During the summer, around 9,000 16-year-olds took part in the scheme across the country. It is hoped that up to 30,000 will take part next year. But there are major concerns about financing a project that costs over £1,000 per participant, especially when you consider that 40% of the Londoners we questioned don't believe that investing more in youth services would prevent future riots.
I'm falling off!
There are over 600,000 16-year-olds in this country. If it was to be rolled out across the country, you're talking about hundreds of millions of pounds. Who's going to pay for that?
I think the key point in terms of how much this programme costs is not just about is it value for money in the 6 or 7 weeks that they're doing the programme, but is it value for money in the long term?
But those funds could be used by other youth services which offer access 365 days a year. Can you understand why some people will say this is not representing value for money, it's only over a period of 3 to 6 weeks?
For us, that £1,000 is very well spent if they then go on to be the kind of citizens in society that we desperately need in this country, people who take responsibility for their actions.
Come on, people! Channelise it out your mind.
Where is the justice, Lord?
Back in Hackney, Immediate Theatre are hours away from performing their Riot-inspired production.
I'm a looter.
Go to the loo, have a quick snack, stay out of sight until we call you.
Instead of going out on the streets and hanging around doing pointless nonsense, you can come and do something and you get to watch it and see a performance where you feel like you've actually achieved something.
To be honest with you, I reckon I would have been involved in the riots because who knows, like, if I weren't involved in the Immediate Theatre, I would have been just basically looting. I've seen the upbringings they have, and I've kind of had a similar background to them, so I can reach to them and understand where they're coming from and try and push them in a positive direction.
Why? Because our community not moving as one, a unity. It's like I'm slowly going insane. You can never feel my pain.
I am extremely proud of them, and they were on the ball. I'd say they're well trained, actually.
Wow. Woo. Yes.
Ah! I done it.
Yeah.
Oh. I trusted the next person, and the next person trusted me. It's like everyone saved my life. We all saved each other's lives, basically.
You okay?
It was like more mentally than physically towards the end, but I mean, thinking of doing that was just wow.
It was longest walk ever done. Never doing it again. Would you?
It's still too early to judge the long-term benefits of a national citizen service, and with cuts being made to existing youth services, policymakers face difficult decisions on where best to allocate funding and resources. What's vital is that they're decisive and penetrate the root cause of the riots, so we never again witness those scenes of a fateful few days in August.
And that's about all from this week's Inside Out London. Before we go though, let's have a quick look at what's coming up on next week's show.